Good evening. Good evening, good evening. I would ask everyone to please shut off their cell phones and refrain from leaving their seats or walking in the aisles. We're going to get started very shortly. We thank you for advance and for understanding. And we're going to get started in a few minutes. We'll just wait. I'll call you guys down in a few seconds. Oh, there you are. Oh, there you are. Another one done. At this time, I would like to invite our color guard and our dignitaries to the stage, please. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce the 2025 graduating class of John J. Duggan Academy. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance read by Ryan Rodriguez and the anthem sung by Ms. Vanessa Ford. Let's welcome the class of 2025.
I pledge allegiance to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
Thank you, Ryan, for leading us in the pledge. Ryan Rodriguez will be studying at Western New England University this fall, where he'll be studying mechanical engineering. And he did an excellent job in our theater program over the last few years, so if it doesn't work out in mechanical engineering, we might see you in the big screen someday. And I also want to extend a heartfelt thanks to Ms. Vanessa Ford. Absolutely amazing voice and just a great person. Ms. Vanessa Ford has been doing this for us at Duggan, I believe for Duggan's last 8 graduations. Today she had a day-night doubleheader. She was at Duggan for the 8th grade step-up ceremony and did the performance there as well. That was amazing. Thank you, Ms. Ford. A special thanks to also Lieutenant Colonel McLean and the ROTC team at Central, once again presenting the colors. We'd like to thank you and thank Principal Tokars for his continued support with Duggan. But before we begin, I'm just asking everyone, please be seated, relax. I'd like to officially welcome all of you to this wonderful event and during such a beautiful day. It's actually sunny out in New England. Tonight is a celebration of hard work, perseverance that has led to this achievement for the 69 John J. Duggan Academy students that are here before us tonight. I want to express our deep appreciation for our leadership team, Mr. William Snow, our Associate Principal, of the high school. Ms. April Robinson, our associate principal of the middle school. Our director of partnerships, Ms. Mary Kay Brown. And our assistant principal of the high school, Mr. Alex Friedman. Also, a thanks to our dedicated guidance counselors and adjustment counselors, all of our deans at Duggan. Especially a shout out to our high school deans, Ms. Lisa Hall. And Mr. Alex Anderson. I also want to send out a thanks here in the front left to those that don't know. This is our staff up here, Duggan staff. We have teachers, paras, everyone here, and I really appreciate you taking the time to be here tonight. Your daily commitment in ensuring that we have a community that teaches the high expectations for our students goes above and beyond. You do this under an umbrella of structure and love, and you do it every single day, and we thank you so much for what you do and how you've made Duggan become such a special place. God bless you. I also want to say, I actually got to give a shout out to Ms. Beverly Shoa, my principal clerk, who's been dealing with me for 10 years. She's out there somewhere. I didn't see her. A special thank you to our 12th grade advisor, Ms. Lisa Parent. Ms. Lisa Parent, can you please stand? For a decade at Duggan, and for many, many years, I won't go too far how many years, at Savage Charter School before that, Ms. Parent has been a champion for our students here in Springfield. Not only does she guide them through math, she's a phenomenal math teacher, as you know, but she also helps them make strong, value-driven decisions to shape what students become after the classroom. Her care extends beyond academics. It is pure love. Thank you, Ms. Parent. Ms. Parent has led a group of seniors, our senior committees, and I'm going to have them stand up. Nigel Dickerson, our president. Jada Maya Garafa, our vice president. Savannah Carlock, our treasurer. Tajane Chapman, our secretary. And William Bergen, our cultural liaison. These students have worked tirelessly to bring their senior experience to life, from class trips, spirit weeks, theater, to prom, and now this unforgettable ceremony. As we all know, Ms. Parent, the class advisor job has no official job description. What you've done, organizing fundraisers, coordinating events, amplifying student voices, shows you turn this role into something very special and something beautiful, and thank you for putting your heart into it. I'd also got to shout out, I can't not shout out Ms. Carla Sarno for her help with the prom, not just this year, but over many years. Ms. Sarno has helped many times behind the scenes. This year we had a nor'easter in May. It was 40 degrees, cold and rainy. Do you remember that? That was your prom. And we had to move it indoors, and we had to make a few phone calls, and Ms. Sarno isn't afraid to do that. Right, Mr. Sarno? So we appreciate that. I'm almost done with the thanks. I also want to put a spotlight on Ms. Vianney Gomez. Where's Ms. Gomez? Our outstanding high school guidance counselor, Ms. Gomez, under the leadership of Mr. Snow, Ms. Gomez has helped our 69 students secure over $15 million in scholarships. The most per student in our school's 8-year history. Her efforts extend well beyond our walls. She's a constant advocate for opportunity, equity, and student success. Ms. Gomez, thank you for everything you do. We are so grateful for the support of our district team and partners that are here. Our superintendent, Dr. Sonia Denal. Our school committee members, our speaker tonight, Mr. Christopher Collins. Our vice chair of the school committee, Ms. Latonia Naylor. School committee member, Ms. Barbara Gresham. And I see Matt Brunel right there from the co-director of the Empowerment Zone. and Colleen Curran, co-director of the Empowerment Zone. To those that don't know Matt and Colleen, they've been working behind the scenes with us at Duggan for the past 10 years and really been a big part of our success at Duggan Academy, and I can't thank them enough for the work they've done and support they've given me over the years, so thank you for being here. And did I say Mayor Sarno? Did I welcome?
Actually, said my wife.
Oh my God, I missed that whole thing. Well, I did completely miss that. I'm sorry. Mayor Sarno, our longtime mayor, is here. Oh my God, I had a separate case. Oh, I'm in trouble. And of course, a great heartfelt thanks to all the families, guardians, and friends joining us tonight. Your love and your sacrifice have helped shape these students, these graduates, into what they are today. Let us take a moment to give the families here a well-deserved round of applause again. And finally, and most importantly, the reason we are here tonight, the class of John J. Duggan Academy, class of 2025. This class, I got to tell you, has gone down as probably, I can't say the best because I can't ever say that, but pretty close to the best. Every time I walk the halls in that school and you're talking to teachers about the class, they just shake their head and thank what a wonderful group of kids we've had over the last many since 6th grade. So let's have one more round of applause for this class. Okay, now we're going to get the party going. Here we go. So now, first up in the program is Mayor Sarno. I was just waiting to introduce you. That's why. That's what it was. Mayor Sarno has been our homegrown mayor since 2008. He is a graduate of the High School of Commerce, class of 1981. He received his bachelor's degree in psychology from Westfield State University, and he has served the city of Springfield as our longest serving mayor. Mayor Sarno, welcome to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. To Principal Mike Calvanese and his team, you have all done such a phenomenal job. Anytime educators come from across the country to visit because of what we're doing in the Empowerment Zone, where's the school they go to? Duggan Academy. So Michael and to your whole staff, team, thank you. Before I do some introductions, I started the day at Duggan with a step-up program for the 8th graders, and the songstress of Springfield, Vanessa Ford, brought the house down as she did tonight. Vanessa, thank you. To Superintendent Dr. Sonia Deneau, who is the first in the history of the city of Springfield black female superintendent in our city. Very special for her. This is her first rounds of graduation. To school committee member Chris Collins, a.k.a. Captain Stewmans. You have those shorts on today? Okay, never disappoints me. To our vice chair, Latonia Naylor. To school committee woman Barbara Gresham. To the dynamic duo of the Springfield Empowerment Zone, Matt Brunell and Colleen Curran. Thank you. And I got to give one more shout out because when I go home, I don't want to catch a backhand. To my lovely wife, Carla Sarno, who helps out students and the families. Okay? Okay, thank you. I'm safe. So, to the class of 2025, how does it feel? A little didn't mean it. To the moms and dads and family members of the class of 2025, how does it feel? I can make book every time I use that line in the 9 or 10 graduations I do every year. The moms and dads and family members always seem to cheer a little bit louder. So, your foundation has been laid at home, your skills have been honed by Duggan Academy, and you have two families that you need to thank. One, obviously, is your mom and dad and extended family members who have been there through the trials, tribulations, and triumphs, putting a roof over your head, food on the table, clothes on your back. And I know sometimes they might get on your case a little bit, maybe a little boot in the behind. We all got that, don't you know? I hear you. So now is the time for you to give them a big round of applause. Thank you to the moms and dads and family members for your continued belief and investment in our city of Springfield. Now you have a second family, and I know they might ride you a little bit. They might get on your case a little bit. What are you doing in the hallway? Did you get your homework done? That's a teacher, staff, and administration at Duggan Academy. They do that, like with your parents and family members, because they know that you can and will succeed. Let's give a big round of applause to the administration, staff, and teachers of Duggan Academy. And you know, when I think of Duggan Academy, you had the perfect song at the 8th grade step-up today. Sister Sledge, We Are Family. And that's when I think of Duggan, I think of family, a familia. So, you know, there are some in the city of Springfield, some in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, some in the United States of America that indicate a zip code is going to dictate your future. You continue to prove them wrong, and you dictate your future. Now, some of you are going to move on to college. Some of you will move on to the workforce. Some of you will move on to military service, and Godspeed to you. By the way, to the veterans that are here, if you can stand, or if not, raise your hand, let's give them a big round of applause. It is because of your efforts, America is still the greatest country in the world, the beacon of democracy, strength, hope, and opportunity. Thank you, veterans. And by the way, happy Father's Day, too. Let's give a round of applause to all the fathers. So believe it or not, some of you are going to go on to lead, and I need your help. I need your help. Some of you are going to be able to lead right here in the city of Springfield. Some of you will lead in the state of Massachusetts. Some of you will lead in the United States of America, and even some of you in the world. Some might be in front of the camera, others behind the scenes, making for a better community. I ask of you, as you continue this path, you've always had someone or others around you, mom or dad, family members, coach, teacher, mentor, that put their arm around your shoulder when you're having a tough day. And believe you me, all of us, even on stage here, not every day is a good day, but there's always another day. And you can learn from that. From adversity brings fortitude and strength. But play it forward. There'll come a time when you're going to be able to put your arm around somebody's shoulder and say, hey, been through it, you're going to be okay, and we're going to move forward together. I think it's very important that not only you should be proud of yourself for this accomplishment, and your accomplishments are not over, but also proud of your family, proud of Duggan Academy, and proud of the city of Springfield. Because you see, sometimes in the media, urban centers, youth, young people are depicted in a negative light. Tonight, you are the beautiful mosaic and shining stars of the city of Springfield, and I thank you for that. So, just two more things. J.C. Watts, and I think of Duggan, I think of respect and character. J.C. Watts was an All-American quarterback at Oklahoma University in the late 70s, early 80s. And then he went on to become a congressman. Now, his parents were sharecroppers. Now, Springfield's a city of first, 51, 52 innovations, inventions here. You can see it in our Springfield History Museum. And Merriam-Webster, the dictionary company, is here. And there's a definition of character, but I'll never forget what J.C. Watts said some years ago. And you know what a sharecropper is? A sharecropper is someone who farms land they don't own for very little money and whatever little food that they can get from that. And his parents were sharecroppers. And J.C. Watts said, the definition of character, my mama and papa said, is doing the right thing when nobody's looking, because eventually people will see. So remember that as you move forward. And the last thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to have to pull out my cheaters. Anybody else wear cheaters here? You do? Can I borrow? I got them. Booker T. Washington, famed African-American educator and writer, said this many, many years ago, but it is still very, very vital and important in this day and age with you young men and young ladies. Now, you young men and young ladies, you like social media, right? Facebook, AI, be careful with AI, X, Twitter, Instagram, tic-tac-toe, you like that too? So, heed this advice that Booker T. Washington said. He said, associate yourself with people of good quality, for it is better to be alone than to be in bad company. God bless you all. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations, continued success, good health. Go get them. Tackle the world.
Thank you, Mayor Sarno. All right, our next speaker is our school committee member, Mr. Christopher Collins. Mr. Christopher Collins has been a school committee member since 2007. Is that correct? 2007, okay. Mr. Collins' chief priorities are budgeting to provide as many services to the classrooms and students as possible. He graduated from Springfield Technical High School and is currently a retired principal. Mr. Collins graduated with a master's degree in education administration from Westfield State University. Welcome, Mr. Collins.
Thank you. But actually, it was Westfield State College when I was there. My role is to bring you greetings from the school committee, but what I really need to bring you, especially parents, is our profound thanks. 13 years ago, you brought these beautiful young men and women to a school door with a little bit of anxiety and a little bit of wonder, and you turned them over to the Springfield Public School System, entrusting them to help you raise them and bring them through their adolescence to the point where they are today. And we thank you for that faith that you put in us. And tonight we will be returning to you wonderful young men and women who are poised and ready and prepared to take that next step in life. So thank you, parents, for that. You know, class of 25, you've had a lot of great teachers along the way. You've had great teachers all the way from kindergarten on up through. But none better than that group that are standing over there. You know, I spoke at the first Duggan graduation, and I let the students at that graduation know that before that school was built, that was Shay's dump. Staff, would you stand just for a second? Oh, come on, don't be bashful. So I will tell you that through the efforts of this dedicated staff and your efforts, that you have brought Duggan to the pinnacle of educational excellence, and that ain't no trash. Thank you. So I'm also have another role. I'm going to be the warm-up act for the superintendent. She's going to be delivering you a very, very profound speech that centers around belief, which is so important for all of us. So the members of the school committee and all of us want to pass this on to you too. We believe that every tear you've shed brought you more strength. We believe that with that strength you got back up. And we believe that with your help that our best days are yet to come. Class of 25, when we look upon you, we know why we believe. Congratulations, class of 25.
Vanessa, watch out.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. That was excellent. Our next speaker is our superintendent, Dr. Sonia Denal. Dr. Denal is a proud native and lifelong resident of Springfield, Massachusetts. She has deep roots in the Springfield public school system. She gained her education foundation at Memorial, Talmadge, Warner, and Kiley schools, and she's an alumni of Classical High School. Dr. Denal embarked on her educational career as a science teacher with Springfield Public Schools in 1991. Starting at Forest Park Middle School, she advanced to become a guidance counselor, eventually assuming the role of guidance department chair before transitioning to a district-level position in 2007. Dr. Denal has an array of accolades and professional certifications and academic achievements, including 4 post-secondary degrees. These include a Bachelor of Science in Biology and Psychology, a Master of Arts in Psychology from Westfield State University, a Master of Education from the University of Massachusetts at Amherst, and a PhD in Educational Leadership from Lesley University. Dr. Denal is a trailblazer, as she is the first woman and first black woman to be superintendent of Springfield Public Schools. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce our superintendent of Springfield Public Schools, Dr. Sonia Denal.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to try that one more time. Good evening, everyone. That is wonderful. So befitting for a celebration, and tonight we are here to celebrate. I am truly humbled and honored to stand before you as the superintendent of the best school district in the state of Massachusetts. To the Honorable Mayor Sarno, he is the longest running mayor or standing mayor of the fabulous 413. To school committee members, executive directors of the Springfield Empowerment Zone Partnership, Dr. Colleen Curran and attorney Matt Brunell, esteemed educators, staff, family members, and honored guests. Thank you for taking time out of your very demanding and busy schedules to gather together to congratulate none other than the members of the class of 2025. Members of the class of 2025, we are profoundly proud of you. You did it. You made it through. There is a phrase that I love to remind myself of. The race isn't given to the swift or to the strong, but to he and she who endures to the very end. You all have done amazing things during your time along your journey here in Springfield Public Schools, and we applaud your accomplishments. We want to thank you for your perseverance, your tenacity, your grit, and your determination. You made it through challenges, through difficulty, through uncertainty, and yes, even sometimes pain. You made it. You made it. You made it. Class of 2025, you made it. Yes, this night belongs to you. Everyone here is celebrating you, and you should be very proud of that. But yet, if you pause to give it a little thought, you'll have to remember and recognize that you didn't make it along this journey alone. There's a host of individuals who have come alongside you to support you along your educational journey. They've sacrificed much. They stayed up late with you to finish that assignment. They made sure that you were ready with a warm meal in the morning before you left the house. You have to thank your parents, your guardians, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, Junebug, Little Man, every one of them. So I am going to ask the members of the class of 2025 to do me a favor. I'm going to ask you to stand, find your family members, and give them a round of applause. Give it up for the families. Family members, we thank you. Family members, we appreciate you. To every grandmother who stepped in to become mom, for every mother or aunt who stepped in to be that auntie mother, we appreciate you. To every father who sacrificed and brought their child to school, we appreciate you, family members. We could not do any of this without your partnership, without your trust, and without your commitment to the excellence that we provide for your students every single day, year after year. Thank you, family members. Thank you. Let's also take a moment to thank those who gave you extra credit when they knew you were just points away from passing. They gave you extra time on that math assignment that you were so afraid to turn in. They allowed you to show up late to class and even let you take a little longer in the bathroom because they know you just needed a mental health break. Teachers and educators, counselors and staff of Duggan, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I would be remiss this evening if I did not take a moment to ask Principal Calvanese and his administrative team to stand at this time. Principal Calvanese, administrators. We can do better than that, class of 2025. These are the people who helped you cross the stage tonight. All right. Principal Calvanese and team, thank you so much for your dedication. 10 years ago, you took a chance on a new project, a new horizon. You took a school that perhaps others would not imagine leading. You led with integrity, you led with grit, and above all, you led with love. We appreciate you, we thank you. Continue your excellence. It's sitting before you, and it's up here on stage. So this evening we are gathered to not only acknowledge and applaud your accomplishments, but to also talk about a small but powerful word, believe. We are here to talk about the power of believing in yourself. We're talking about the profound power, that unshakable force that we refer to as belief. Jada Maya Garafa, are you here this evening? Please stand. Jada would like to remind you all of the power of belief. And I quote, "A belief I will carry with me after graduation is that consistency is the foundation to success. No matter what the future holds, staying on top of studies, training, or work will get you far." Thank you so much for those profound words. Jada is referring to the type of belief that propels you through sleepless nights, the belief that anchors you in moments of doubt, belief that convinces you, even now, that you are capable of extraordinary things. And although we may feel that believing in ourselves is second nature, we still are keenly aware of the fact that believing in ourselves may require some extra effort. At times, doubt can be insidious, creeping in like an uninvited guest. Fear can be relentless, emerging precisely when you need your faith the most. And at times, members of the class of 2025, the road ahead will be nebulous, fraught with ambiguity and anxiety. Nevertheless, your accomplishment today stands as a witness to the fact that you believed in your potential. You persevered through formidable odds, and now you stand on the threshold of new possibilities. But don't mistake this day as the culmination of your greatness, but rather understand and embrace this day as a continuation of a remarkable story, a story of your life with chapters yet to be written. Embrace this day as a stepping stone to becoming the world changer you are destined to be. Ty Janae Chapman. Ty Janae Chapman, please stand. Ty Janae, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. Mom said I gave it to her and you got it right. Okay. Ty Janae wants to remind everyone here this evening, and I quote, "Belief means not giving up on yourself, even when things get hard. There were times I felt super overwhelmed or didn't think I could keep going. But believing in myself, even just a little, helped me push through. That belief got me here to the finish line, and I'm proud of that, as you should be." Thank you for those profound words. Members of the class of 2025, at this profound moment, at this moment of triumph, remember, the power of believing is not a whisper, it is a roar. Springfield native Ruth E. Carter believed in the beauty of African culture and stitched it into Oscar-winning history as the costume designer for the billion-dollar blockbuster Black Panther, born and raised in Springfield. World-renowned journalist Gwen Ifill graduated from Classical High School here in the city of Springfield. She believed in the truth and carved a path through the noise of this world to become a beacon in journalistic truth and accuracy. Gwen Ifill. Sonia Sotomayor believed in justice and rose from a housing project in the Bronx to become the first Latina Supreme Court justice. And Dr. Seuss, born, raised, and educated right here in the fabulous 413, in his own whimsical wisdom, reminds us you have a brain in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. Belief is the spark that ignites action, the compass that guides dreams, and the armor that shields against doubt. So graduates, believe boldly, for the world bends to those who dare to imagine, and then believe enough to begin. So believe in yourselves even when others don't. Believe in your ability to rise above criticism and the naysayers. Members of the class of 2025, do you believe? Yes. Members of the class of 2025, do you believe? Awesome. But why? Some of you may be asking, why am I imploring you, begging you, encouraging you to believe? Because we need you. We need you. We need your light. We need your brilliance. We need your courage. We need your innovation. We need your witty ideas. We need your truth. We need your compassion. We need your kindness. We need your patience. We need your joy. And we need your love. This world will only advance when you, each of you, takes your rightful place in this world and unleashes the greatness inside of you to change this world to a better place. Muhammad Ali, former heavyweight champion of the world, boldly declared, "Impossible is just a big word thrown around by small men who find it easier to live in the world they've been given rather than explore the power they have to change it." Nigel Dickerson, are you here this evening? Nigel Dickinson believes in the power of believing in oneself. And I quote, "One belief I will carry with me after graduation is that everybody has a purpose. Regardless of what everyone's purpose is, it is something that drives them to become the best version of themselves, essentially creating the meaning of life." Thank you, Mr. Dickerson. So as I close, I encourage you to go forth and be great. Believe in the extraordinary. Believe in resilience. Believe in your own brilliance. And most importantly, believe that you can make a difference. Congratulations, members of the class of 2025. We're proud of you. God bless you. Go forth and be great.
Thank you, Dr. Denal. That was wonderful. How about another round of applause for that? That was excellent. And now we're moving to the best part, the student addresses. This is where we want to get to. And here we go. We are going to start off with Ms. Anaya Dennis, our valedictorian. Anaya is graduating with an exceptional GPA of 4.37. She will be attending the University of Massachusetts at Boston, studying computer science. She has earned about $500,000 in scholarships. And for 2 years at Duggan, she was a Royal, part of Ms. Brown's after-school club. Right, Ms. Brown? Well, Anaya Dennis is phenomenal. Let's welcome our valedictorian. I'm having not a good day with this. There we go. There you go, Anaya. Sorry, Anaya. There you go. You're good to go.
Good evening to the dignitaries who are with us tonight. Mayor Sarno, Superintendent Dr. Denal, school committee members, Principal Calvinese, and the class of 2025. I first want to congratulate our class as we have worked hard for the past 4 years to get to today. I've known most of you since 6th grade and some as far back as elementary school. I'm so fortunate to have grown alongside you and to have seen you bloom into such smart and unique individuals. To those who I just met in high school, what great additions you have been to our Duggan Circle, as you have woven your identity seamlessly into our community. In my time at Duggan, I've had the wonderful opportunity to be involved with a girls group called the Royals, led by Miss Alicia Brown. It is a community that empowers the girls at our school by teaching the importance of self-confidence and self-worth. Ms. Brown also encourages us to think about the roles we play in society now and in the future. My experience in the Royals sparked the turning point for me while I was reading The Handmaid's Tale in Ms. Hurley's AP Lit class this year. The author explores the roles of women in a dystopian society that has taken away the freedoms and dignity that they had previously taken for granted. The novel illustrates facets in society we are experiencing today when changes are coming suddenly and drastically. Participating in the Royals and reading The Handmaid's Tale have made me feel so grateful to be surrounded by strong women in my life. My mom has always been happy as long as my sister and I were trying our best. She taught us to be people who weren't afraid to make mistakes, always wanting us to rise up when life unexpectedly knocked us down or presented us with an impossible challenge. I'm also grateful for my grandmother, my auntie Taikima, my sisters Anissa and Tori, my best friends Maribel and Jessie, and a very special woman, Kaine. From all these amazing women in my life, I've learned my worth and my value. As I move forward, I aspire to make a similar positive impact on the young women I encounter in my life. With that in mind, let me see if I can just make a small impact on you, my fellow graduates. I know that many of you must think of me as hardworking and achieving, a student who prioritizes academics over everything. Well, you wouldn't be wrong. What you might not know about me, however, is that when I took a break from academics, I spent my time reading manga and playing horror video games. This passion has led to the decision to major in computer science to become a game developer. I haven't always known this was my path. When I was in 4th grade, I wanted to be a chef, but I was petrified of fire. Later, I considered becoming a flight attendant, then a veterinarian, and then a writer. I even thought at one time I wanted to be a registered nurse because my mom is one, but she told me to choose something that I wanted to do because I would be miserable working in a career I didn't love. That was good advice because as I learned about programming in Miss Beckion's computer science class and investigated what it takes to create video games, I discovered that there aren't many people who look like me in the field. By studying computer science and pursuing a career in gaming, I hope to represent Black women in fields where they are currently underrepresented. The ideal I'm expressing to you, class of 2025, is that it's okay not to know what you want to do right at this moment. It's okay not to go to college. It's okay to have a career crisis like I did and want to pursue many different interests. All of this is a normal part of growing up, and I know you've heard this countless times from families, counselors, and friends, but believe me, when your class valedictorian, who's supposed to have their life all figured out, say this to you. I don't have it all figured out. I'm figuring it out as I go, just like you. I hope this helps you if you feel scared or encourage you if you need an extra push. I also hope each one of you found a sense of home at Duggan, like I did, with good friends, a supportive teacher, or at least one person in your life who genuinely makes you feel valued and empowered. What truly matters is finding people who care about you, who support you in each new journey, people who bring you joy. You have all meant so much to me, and I know wherever we go, we'll be successful as long as we remember to remain true to ourselves as we grow into people we can be proud of. Again, congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you.
That was awesome. One more time for Ms. Anaya Day. And some great advice. The journey, enjoy the journey. Our next student speaker is our salutatorian, Blaine Timmons. Blaine has a stellar GPA of 4.23. And will be attending right next door at Western New England University pursuing studies in biology. Let's welcome Blaine Timmons to the lectern.
All right. Before I get started, I want to acknowledge a student who is in a tight race for this honor alongside me. She deserves a round of applause because we are only separated by fractions of a point of a GPA. Her name is Maribel Jamra. Good evening to all our distinguished guests, our friends, family and friends, and especially to the class of 2025. My name is Blaine Timmons, and I'm this year's salutatorian. Today, as I'm sure you are aware, I've been given this honor to speak at this graduation. Many, myself included, might describe me as an introvert, a common word, but accurate nonetheless. When I found out that I would be given this speech, I reflected on my initial concerns about making mistakes out loud in front of a crowd. Luckily, I have it written all down. But more so, it's because I dislike being the center of attention. Therefore, I thought of a solution to help with this. I'll shift the focus to all of us and give us recognition to everyone who deserves attention on this special night. After all, having gratitude is one of our most valued gifts. It makes us aware that we are never in this alone. First, I'd like to speak to and thank our teachers and staff at Duggan Academy. I'm positive that this is not the first time that most of you had to say goodbye to some of your senior students. Regardless, you remain committed to providing necessary guidance to get us towards the next mountain that we will climb. Even though you have had to put up with our silliness, ignorance, and even when we didn't want to always take our education seriously, even when we lose our way, you gave us positive support to get us refocused and hopeful once again, and both personally and academically. Apologies. So, from the class of 2025, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Next, for those who have dealt with us the longest, despite going through all of our phases in life that you've had to endure, you still remain. Thank you to our parents and families. Some of you, I'm sure, are already holding back tears right now, or have even cried already. Others are likely relieved that this phase of your kids' lives is over. Regardless of your position, you're all witnessing your children receive their diplomas tonight. Thank you for being the backbone of me and my classmates. You all act as pillars for us and serve as motivators that got us to school, on most days. We are so grateful in ways that we may never be able to fully express. So for now, please accept our love and applause. Lastly, I'd like to thank my classmates for having been there on this journey together. We lack size compared to far larger schools. However, the benefit is that we've had the opportunity to build a much closer community at Duggan. Most of us know each other's names, passions, strengths, and most importantly, we know each other's levels of sarcasm. Thank you for making learning a shared experience where we've had far more fun than is in typical education. We've had plenty of laughs together, like the broken chair incident, trying really hard to draw conclusions, and learning to drive around snowbanks. There are also plenty of awkward moments where we've had to get through, yet here we all are, graduating together. I am so grateful for these and so many other memories we wouldn't have had if you weren't there. So if I haven't said it to you individually yet, here it is. I wish you all the best in your next steps in life, whether you go to college like me, join the military, or go straight to work. I am truly thankful for all the amazing people in our lives, and I hope you recognize that gratitude is so significant in knowing who helped you get you here. I found this quote about gratitude that sums up what I'd like for you to take away from this. A woman named Melody Beatty once said, "Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow." Thank you, and have a great night.
Great job. Thank you. I love that sarcasm. Michael, you could write some jokes for you.
Yeah. Excellent job, Blaine. Come back next year. You're going to be right across the street. Let's give one more round of applause. That wasn't good enough. Come on. Our salutatorian. And our last student speaker, Nigel Dickerson. Our class president. Your leadership as a model student, athlete, scholar has been instrumental in keeping this class connected and engaged throughout the years. Nigel will be attending Western New England University in the fall on a full scholarship. He will be studying criminal justice and participating in track and field. Welcome, Nigel Dickerson. You gotta come up.
Go get him, Nigel.
All right.
You know your name, Nigel.
I guess so.
All right.
Good evening, Mayor Sarno, Superintendent Dino, friends, family, and of course, my fellow graduates of the class of 2025. My name is Nigel Dickerson, and it has been an absolute honor to be your class president. First and foremost, I want to give thanks to God for allowing me to be here today, standing in front of you all. I also want to thank my parents for shaping me into the young man I am. I want to thank our class advisors, Ms. Parent and Mr. Jones, for their hard work and dedication in making our experience at Duggan unforgettable. Our amazing student council team, Jada Maya, William, Savannah, and Ty Janae. Thank you for standing together side by side and making this year everything it was supposed to be. A big thanks to Counselor Ms. Gomez for preparing us for our next steps in our lives through her determination and love. And last but not least, I would like to thank ChatGPT. And I promise, ChatGPT did not write this speech. It just helped a little bit. Don't worry, Ms. Kopaczynski, I am not plagiarizing. And now to the class of 2025. We did it. After years of hard work, late night study sessions, or last minute cramming, and more I'll do it later moments than we'd like to admit, we finally made it to the big stage. No more story times with Miss Shea, no more driving Miss Wade crazy in theater class, no more phone pouches, and no more hearing Miss Hall scream your name from 2 hallways away because you're not in uniform. Duggan has given us memories that will last a lifetime. From the time when we all witnessed Jason's first in-game dunk sophomore year, or when we had to act out Romeo and Juliet in Miss McMurdy's class freshman year. But as much as we love to stay caught up in the nostalgia forever, this is just the beginning. The future is wide open, and receiving our diplomas today isn't just a celebration. It's a reminder that we are capable of so much more. This journey hasn't been easy. Life has thrown challenges our way, some harder than others. Personally, this last year was difficult for me because I lost my grandfather. He was one of my biggest supporters. And more than anything, he wanted to see me walk across the stage today. Even though he isn't physically here, I know he's watching over me. Just as many of us have loved ones who we wish could be here tonight, so for them, we keep pushing forward. We honor them by continuing to chase our dreams and making them proud. Around the same time, I also faced what I thought was the end of my athletic career, a serious injury that took me out of competition for my whole senior year. For a while, I didn't know if I'd ever compete again. But through God's grace and my late grandfather's motivation, I've been blessed with the opportunity to compete at the collegiate level next year. So take me as an example and use your pain as fuel and let your setbacks become your comeback stories. My favorite rapper, J. Cole, once said, "Life without dreaming is a life with no meaning." And he's right. We weren't put on this earth just to go through the motions. We were meant to dream, to create, and to chase after what makes us come alive. So whether your dream is to be a doctor, an artist, an entrepreneur, or even the next J. Cole, never let fear stop you from going after it. Now I know the real world sounds scary. Bills, responsibilities, waking up before noon. It's a lot to take in, but don't let that stop you from chasing what you want. Snoop Dogg said, "If it's flipping hamburgers at McDonald's, be the best hamburger flipper in the world." Whatever it is you do, you have to master your craft. And while we may not all end up in fast food, the message still stands. Whatever you do it with passion, do it with purpose, and do it to the best of your ability. There will be challenges ahead. They won't go always as planned. But as long as we keep striving to be the best versions of ourselves, we will find success in our own unique ways. So let's go out there and make our mark on the world. One diploma, one dream, and one step at a time. Thank you so much. And to the class of 2025, we out. And real quick, on the behalf of the class of 2025, we would like to provide this picture for Mr. Calvanese.
I'm the short guy on the left. Thank you, Nigel. He was just, how great are those? Nigel, you did a great job. All our speakers did a great job. Let's have a round of applause for these guys. Just the whole class is phenomenal. We're almost there, guys. We are almost there. I just got a few things I want to say real quick. To the class of 2025, you've grown up in front of our eyes, from nervous sixth graders to confident graduates, ready for this next step. We've seen you shine over the last few weeks, from the beauty of the prom to our senior walk. How great was that senior walk? The sixth graders going nuts, loving it. You brought us joy and inspiration to our entire school community. This class left behind a lasting gift, our mural, class of 2025 mural. Each year, our senior partners with a local artist through a grant from the Mass Cultural Council to create a work of art that captures their experience. Your mural celebrates athleticism, music, transformation, and school spirit, and it cleverly connects all the past 7 murals that we had prior and allows for the future classes to connect to yours. It was absolutely beautifully done, and we thank you for that gift you left us. At Duggan, we believe in a mantra: work hard, be nice. Let's get going. It's actually let's get going, but it got changed over the years. Work hard. To the class of 2025, work hard. Let the habits of scholarship, perseverance, respect, responsibility, and quality carry you through challenges. Remember what Maya Angelou once said: nothing will work unless you do. So show up every day, especially when it's tough to do so. Keep showing up. Put your best effort forward each and every day. The second, be nice. The world needs kindness more than ever before. As Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers, once said, there are 3 ways to ultimate success. The first way is to be kind. The second way is to be kind. And the third way is to be kind. Be that kindness and light in other people's lives, as you will be blessed on how giving that light to others will fulfill your life. And finally, let's get going. Whether you're heading to college, the workforce, the military, or taking some time out to figure it out, moving forward is the key. As Dr. Martin Luther King said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. Duggan Academy, John J. Duggan Academy 2025, this isn't an ending, it's a beginning. You carry with you the love, the knowledge, and the values of John J. Duggan Academy. You are forever part of our family. So once more, work hard, be nice. Let's get going. And with that, I'll ask Superintendent Dr. Denal to please join me at the lectern. Superintendent Denal, as the principal of John J. Duggan Academy, I certify that these seniors have met all graduation requirements set forth by the Springfield Public Schools and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. It gives me great honor to present to you the class of 2025.
Members of the class of 2025, please stand at this time. Each of you have been certified as having met all of the graduation requirements. By the powers vested in me by the Springfield School Committee and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I hereby declare and decree that the class of 2025 are graduates of the John J. Duggan Academy. You may now move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations.
Y'all ready, Mayor? Anaya Sade Dennis. Blaine Patrick Timmons. Nigel Xavier Dickerson. Ryan Xavier Rodriguez. Jadamaya Rose Garaffa. Tajane Lachey Chapman. Savannah Grace Kearlock. William Caleb Bergen. Abdi Adan. Go ahead. Brianna Lynn Albuquerque. Jaciel Carlos Badillo Mendez. Nazir Deshawn Blanco. Gerardo Barrero Jr. Alfredo Cabrera Rodriguez. Nathaniel Cabriati. Val Certain. Kyle Combs. Mia Angelina Contreras Peña. Jason Conza. Kiaralis Angelina Cordero Lozada. Yariel Omar Cosme Cascado. Jomar Luis Crespo. Kaylee Cruz Fontanez. Karina Cuevas. Alexa Marie Diaz. Josiah Adrian Diaz. Jamin Dong. Jason Patrick Dulude. John Alexander Emmanuel. Janelise Marie Espino Ortiz. Layla Angeline Feliciano. Casia Maria Figueroa. Karan Ali Gillerson. Joel Grant. Nicholas Grant. Elijah Mackay James Green. Dylan Wallace Griffin. Lilia Mage Guglietti. Nathaniel Theodore Guthrie. Maribel Adua Jamara. Brian Quincy Hall. Jomar Hernandez. Jalen Edwards. Shania Jada Johnson. Lucas Lavalette. Evan Michael Mansfield. Sandra Marie Martinez. Cadence Serenity Tatlin Mead. Amalise Molina. Josiah Montanez. Marvel Cortez Moreau. Bernard Ofori. No, it's just Alexa Ortega. Ready? Giuliani Angeli Pacheco Cornier. Open. You ready? Jeremiah Joseph Patrick. Neelis Milagro Ramos. Julice Reyes Torres. Lenacia K. Maria Richards. Zaria Monet Shaylee Sanders. Jesse Perez Santiago. Jaheim Jesus Santos. Angel Isaiah Serrano. Alana Janae Wilson. Matthew Earl Smith. Chad Bentley Sullivan. Thaddeus Martin Sullivan. Ray Jomar Vasquez. Caitlin Elizabeth View. Last but not least. Makai Deliso Williams.
All right. Let us have one more final applause for the class of 2025. Okay. We're going to have our dignitaries exit left. Thank you very much.
Well done.
Thank you so much, Dr. Renaud. Thank you. Take care. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right. And you guys are you can start heading down right now. Yeah, I'm going to make an announcement. Just stand up, and then as soon as they're out, I'm going to get going. All right. So I'm going to ask our guests to please remain in their seats as our graduates exit the stage. So one more time, work hard, be nice, but let's get going. God bless the class of 2025.